It's possible. I can have my dream. I can get what I want. I must be creative and never give up.
You are an unparalleled motivational preacher. And I use that word very intentionally. You have a way of conveying a message with such chills-inspiring, goosebump-giving power. It's really, really extraordinary to witness, and becomes all that much more powerful knowing that you didn't start there, that wasn't sort of naturally, your beginning.
Repeat after me, please. No matter how bad it is, or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. It's not over until I win. You've got that right. What fears that I'm allowing to imprison me, that's keeping me from breaking out, that's keeping me from living up to my true potential, that's keeping me from really being happy? What's keeping me from controlling my destiny?
Because in order to do something you've never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. And you've got to have a mentor who's experienced, who's been there, done that, because you can't see the picture when you're in the frame.
And ladies and gentlemen, as a result of stretching out, of acting on my dream, and I don't know what that dream is for you, I can tell you that it's possible. No one could have convinced me that after just over 6 years, I would have my own book entitled Live Your Dreams. Just over 6 years, I would have 5 specials on public television. Just over 6 years, I've done motivational speaking for AT&T, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, Xerox, IBM. Just over 6 years. I'm saying to you, your dream is possible. Whatever you want to do, march forward. This is Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, Leslie Calvin Brown, saying it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. Thank y'all here. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, how are you? I'm fired up. I got something for you all today. Okay, I want you to like this page and share it. And this is the time, and I want you to write this down. Relationships, it's the new currency. You want to have people in your life that you can have strategic partnerships with that can help you to begin to get to where you want to go and the things that you want to do. So I'm encouraging you to reach out to people, because when we begin to think about it, we are inundated with all kind of negative stuff every day. And so we need something that's positive. And I decided to carve out some time to bring it to you. And so I want you to think about your goal and your dream, what it is that you want to do. What is it that you'd like to achieve with your life? And the reason that that's important, that's many times we can get so caught up and distracted from the major goals and dreams that we have, that the time goes by and we find ourselves behind on our bills and our dreams. And so I don't know, maybe this is something that happens when you're in your 80s, but you start looking at life differently, and you want to make your time count. People say that time is money. No, time is life. Hello, Charles. How you doing? Okay, it's life. And so I want you to reach out to some people that will be sharing this journey with you. I see life as a journey. And I want you to think about these statistics. I remember when I heard this years ago, that it got me, it shocked me. Out of every 100 people that you see, starting out at age 25, by the time they're 65, think about this. 1 will be rich. 4 will be comfortable, well-to-do. 5 will still be working. And the rest will be dead or broke. Out of every 100 people that you see, only 5 will be in control of their destiny. Only 5. I can tell you the number of friends I have that's in their 80s like me. Hello, Matthew, that are now depending upon their family, depending upon their children. I'm not looking to my children for anything. I'm taking care of myself, and I've been doing that. They don't owe me anything. They didn't ask to be here. And so when I heard those statistics, now I want to know why, and here's why. I want you to make a note of this. Conformity. That's major. Just doing what everybody else is doing around you. We go to a school not to be educated, but to be indoctrinated and groomed to get a job. Well, guess what? This is not a job market now. This just think about this, the millions of people that are losing their jobs because of technology and because corporations have decided to make money more important than people, and they call it downsizing, or we're going in another direction. I remember I was working at a radio station in Miami, and a guy told me, he said, look, this is all we're going to pay you. He said, you either take it or you leave. And he felt because there's only one other radio station that I can get a job at in Miami, and I'd already been fired from there. He felt I had no more options. And you know what? You ever had something happen to you and at the time it happened, you thought it was a bad thing, but then later in life you look back and realize it was a good thing? It was a good thing because I found another job in Columbus, Ohio. So I left Miami, first time I ever left Florida in my life, and went to Columbus, Ohio, and got a job at WVKO radio station. And so there are things that will happen to us in life, and I believe that things, I want you to write this down. If you're going through some stuff right now, I want you to know whatever you're going through is not designed to stop you, but to bless you and to prepare you and give you the strength and the determination, what it takes to get through that, for that blessing that's on the other side of that. Don't give up. Don't just focus on that. Focus on where you're going. And so when I talk to you about being hungry, it's a mindset. It's a mindset that I'm not settling for this. It's a mindset that I can do better than this. It's a mindset that I'm not going through life feeling like a victim. I'm going to live my life victoriously. It's a mindset. And so when you think about your goals and dreams right now, I want you, you have to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort. I've created a magazine, and my goal, I've got a mission. I'm on a mission from God. I want you to go to hungrytospeak.com. I have a free magazine, and there are a lot of motivational things in there that you're going to learn, including techniques and strategies on how you can improve your communication skills. We have a community of people now. 5 of them just got 5 speaking engagements because of the things that we're teaching them. What's most important, though, is your mindset. Because you're going to go through some stuff. You need mental resiliency. And that's why I talk about hunger. Why, Les? Because the hungry dog gets the bone. See, when I was coming along, people say, oh, you got to go to school and get a PhD and you got to get an MBA. And unless you don't have any of those things, there's no way that you can do what you're talking about doing, becoming a world-class speaker and speaking for corporations and traveling around the world. They were wrong. People who you're around, they don't know what you can do. And don't take advice from somebody that you would not exchange their life for. They don't know you like that. You don't know yourself like that. You don't know enough about yourself to be a critic. I didn't know enough about myself to do what I'm doing now. And that's why I didn't do it for 14 years. 14 years gone. I didn't do it because I underestimated myself. When I tell you, you got greatness in you, when I tell you, you got to take a chance on you, when I tell you life has no duplicate, and so you want to live it on your terms, when I tell you, make up your mind that you're not going to die an unlived life. That's what the majority of people do. They die unlived lives. They've been groomed and cultivated to get a job and follow the crowd. But there's something about you that while you're watching me now, there's something that said, let me hear something he's saying, because there's something in your heart. Where your heart is, there your treasure is also. And what most people do when there's an argument between your mind and your heart, follow your heart. My mind told me, come on, Les, listen, they're making a good point. You got to be practical. You got to be realistic. Write this down. You want to be unreasonable. You don't want to be practical and realistic, because there's some things that you can do that eye has not seen, ear has not heard. And you know something else about this thing called life? You have to get to a point where you become defiant. I decided I'm not going to let someone control my future. I've got a brain. I got breath. I eat my food just like he does and put my pants on the same way, one leg at a time, like this guy does, who I call a jerk, but he's signing my paycheck. So what does that make me? This is a time, listen to me, you're watching me right now. This is your moment. This is a time where you have got to say to yourself, I'm going to take charge of my future. Because you can. But Les, it's hard. Les, I don't know how to do it. Gotcha. I've been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. So, learn. Come on. On the other side, learn. It's hard. On the other side of hard is a new version of yourself. If you do what is easy, come up with excuses, build a strong, practical, logical, realistic case on why you can't get out of where you are right now, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, develop the courage and the determination and the resiliency and make up your mind and dedicate yourself that you're going to go through the things that you need to go through to get to where you know you deserve to be, life then takes on a whole new meaning. I can't tell you the number of friends that I have that are already quit. They quit in their 60s. And I'm 81. They're looking at me, man, what keeps you going? Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to be sitting around looking at Netflix or looking at some game. I don't look at a game unless I'm in it. See, if a man doesn't keep pace with his companions, perhaps he's listening to the beat of a different drummer. Let him dance to the music that he hears, however measured or far apart. You're different. Understand that and be comfortable with that. Here's something else that we don't get taught in school. Everybody's not going to go with you, including family members. Everybody, there are people that will go with you so far on this journey, this thing called life. And at some point in time, you have an expiration date. Nobody's figured out how to get out of here alive. And so my goal is to live full and to die empty. I've got some more stuff in me. And here's what I found, that because I'm using my mind, here's what I found. Because I get up in the morning and I have an agenda for my life. If you don't have an agenda for your life, you are part of somebody else's agenda. Somebody else is calling the shots. Somebody else is saying how much you're worth. Somebody else is saying to you, this is what time you go to lunch. There's somebody else that's saying to you, this is what time you get off. Somebody is saying to you, when you want to go on vacation, come to me and ask me, and I'll let you know and give you permission whether or not you can do it. I never forget when I was working on this job, and they had this policy. You had to put in a 2-week notification of when you wanted to go on vacation. So I told my boss, and when the time came, he said, you can't go. What do you mean? Man, I've got my plane tickets for me, my wife, my children. I said, no, you can't go now. We're busy. If you go, when you come back, you won't have a job. I said, why would you do this to me? I followed the protocol. I did exactly what you're supposed to do. I gave you advance notice. Why would you do this? You know what he said? I'll never forget. Because I can. Let me tell you something. Liberty City almost came out. He had no idea. He had no idea that he was in imminent danger. Do you hear me? Oh my goodness, he's about to take me back to the hood, up in here, up in here. I can hear it now, because I can. And what are you going to do about it? That was a blessing. I tell you what it did. It helped me to develop my challenge. You got to have a challenge of giving yourself an exit plan. There's some places where that you are in that's not suited for you. That you've outgrown that. Some relationships that we're in that we've outgrown those relationships, and you got to go. You got to have an exit plan. And so I developed an exit plan. And let me share something with you that made me marketable. Because whenever I work on a job, I always provide more service than I get paid for. They hired me as a disc jockey. I became the music director. I was also the program director. I did commercials. I did editorials. I was a community activist in Columbus, Ohio. They didn't pay me to do all those extra things, but that developed my skills. Write this down. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, provide more service that you get paid for. It is not for them. It's for you. It's my training ground. Look what I'm doing now, because I was willing to go beyond that which I was given to do. Most people work on jobs that do just enough to keep from being fired, and they pay us just enough to keep us from quitting. Listen, you're listening to me because what's in me is also in you plus more. And I'm telling you, this thing called life, it's unpredictable. Things happen, and things happen to people you care about. Every day there are things that's stalking us. So deciding that you're going to stay in the bleachers and play it safe, let me share something with you. There's no safe position in life. Hello, did you just hear me? Yeah, no, there's no safe position in life. Stuff's going to happen to you. It's going to happen. Why? Because it's life. But I go to church every Sunday and I tithe. Okay, got you. And guess what? Stuff's going to happen to you too. And don't ask, why does that happen to me? Why not you? You know, the guy looked at me and said, oh, Mr. Brown, you're dealing with 4th stage cancer. I deal with that. Stuff happens in life and we have to deal with it. And this place where we are right now, don't allow the fear mongering. They got everybody afraid you're about to be replaced. No, don't focus on that. Focus on what is it I need to do? What's next for me? What skills, what talents, what abilities that I need to develop that I can create my own job, that I can create my own ecosystem, that I can begin to get access to the next greatest version of myself. I ain't through yet. You don't control my destiny. I came here with this job. I was looking for one. I'll find something else. There's no time to be running scared. That we're being served notice. Life is calling us up higher. New levels, new devils. No, listen, when you get ready to go to another level, trust me on this. I know a thing or two. I'm 81. When you get ready to go to another level, all hell will break loose. Things will happen that you say, whoa, where did that come from? Why, Les? It's called life. And you know what this is? What? The world's smallest violin. And don't tell anybody. 80% don't care, and 20% glad it's you and not them. It's a time to work on you, to get your mind together. This is why I want you to go to hungrytospeak.com. Why? Because you got a free magazine. This is a digital magazine, and tips on how you can begin to develop and expand your vision of yourself. And you're going to learn techniques and strategies on how to develop your communication skills, because your ability to communicate is your superpower. I'm telling you what I know. My ability to communicate took me from being a disc jockey to producing specials for public television, to being a community activist, to being a state legislator, to speaking and training people around the world. All of us are born the same way, dumb, naked, and speechless. And here's something. You have no competition. Why? Because most people are lazy. They're lazy. The people that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. Let me see some flames if you can feel where I'm coming from, if I'm making sense to you. I'm telling you, most people are lazy. They're not willing to do the things that they need to do for themselves. I'm trying to help a friend of mine get her brother off drugs, and we did an intervention. He said, y'all get the hell out of here. I don't need no intervention. I can quit these drugs anytime that I want. And Lorraine Brown Watkins said to me as we're coming down the steps, and I'll never forget, I want you to write this down in case you tried to help somebody and they got mad at you. Don't cast pearls before swines, lest they turn and rend you. Notice she said, Les, don't feel bad. Most people won't participate in their own rescue. Most people won't participate in their own rescue. I'm telling some of my grandchildren, look. I need you to learn technology. Give a man a fish, eat for a day. Teach him how to fish, eat for a lifetime. You need to learn technology, and I can give you a job. But I'm not just going to pay for you to be here, and you're not willing to expand your talents, abilities, and skills and leverage technology. And so they didn't. When I'm driving Uber, I don't know what the other one doing. No problem. Listen, most people won't participate in their own rescue. You're listening to me because you're different. And here's what I learned. There's some people that just are destined to fail because they won't raise a finger to help themselves, to learn something new, to change their lives, to change their relationships, to change where they are and how they're showing up in life. I'm telling you, let me see some flames. If this is, as these young people say, are you feeling it, brother? I got the receipts. I know what happens when you decide you're going to take a chance on you. You want to make it in life? You want to make your life future-proof? Become a risk taker. Learn to do something that you don't know how to do. Be willing to do the hard stuff, because on the other side of the hard stuff, on the other side of the obstacles and the closed door is the greatest version of yourself. Because when you get out of your comfort zone in pursuit of a goal and a dream, in order to do something you've never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. You've got to die to who you've been to give birth to that next greatest version of yourself. This thing called life, it ain't playing. And so when you have a mindset, I deserve better. What did Fannie Lou Hamer? She said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. You ever been there like that? Where you were sick and tired of being sick and tired? I was living a life that sucked. It wasn't me. I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I decided to do something about it. And this is what life is about. This is why only the few, the road to life is straight and narrow, and few there be that find it. You're among the few that you're listening to me right now. But if one of these comedians was on and using all type of profanity and one of these rappers, and they're talking about their beef. I have millions of views, millions, because it's entertainment. We've been programmed to be entertained. You're different. It's lonely at the top, but guess what? You eat better. Oh, come on. Behave yourself, Mr. Brown. You stop it now. Don't you go there. I'm telling you, sometimes you got to go away from the people that you're around because the environment is more powerful than willpower. You got to change your relationships. You got to challenge yourself and find out what you are made of. You've got to become a risk taker. The crowd won't do that. This God said, if you're not willing to risk, you can't grow. And if you can't grow, you can't become your best. And if you can't become your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there? It's one thing to survive. It's something else to thrive. And so get clarity about yourself. Take some time to get to know you. I'm doing things that I did not know I knew how to do it. I've made a ritual. Do this. Join me on this. I'm learning something today. I will know before this day is over something today that I didn't know yesterday. I make it a point to learn something today that I didn't know yesterday. I do that every day. Why? Because I can. I'm here. See, the people that are going to be eliminated don't realize we were created by the Creator to create. They're not creating anything new. They're not learning new skills. This is time not resting on your laurels. This is not time not sitting around talking about what's happening. This is the time to take a stand with your life and make the stuff happen that other people talk about. I choose not to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dulled by having the state look after me. I want to take a calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. You got to be uncommon. Don't follow the crowd. Ignore them. Don't listen to what they listen to. Don't go around them. I can't tell you the number of times I say no, people want to invite me to go certain places. Why do I want to get caught in this Atlantic traffic going someplace that's not in alignment with my purpose, that's not in alignment with my goals and dreams? Write this down. Do stuff that matters. Learn to say no. Ask yourself the question, is this going to help me do what I want to do? I'm on a challenge now to release weight, not to lose weight, because you lose weight, whatever you lose, you go looking for. No, I'm releasing stuff, improving my health, preparing for the 85-year-old Les Brown and the 90-year-old Les Brown and the 95-year-old Les Brown. So that requires squats and push-ups and weights and nutritional discipline. Nothing tastes as good as health feels. And here's something else. You know, Celeste Johnson, she's got very talented speaker and trainer and singer, and she has something called Operation Clean Slate. Let me tell you something. Get closer. I'm getting people out of my life. It's occupying space. And let me share something with you. This is real. Maya Angelou said this. I can't say it enough. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. I'm telling you, I was working with this young fellow, talented, gifted, but he has a character defect. And when they come with a cross around their neck and speaking scripture, really, that's a red flag. I'm telling you what I know. And so you got to watch people. And especially in this space where we are, you want to give them a 90-day trial period and watch them and observe them. Because when you practice the principle, only quality people, you can't make it by yourself. So I'm bringing people in my life. I keep a small circle of people who have talents, abilities, and skills in technology that I don't have. And so I've got people that will come in with the skill set that I don't have, which allows me to do what I do. I speak. I train speakers. So I'm staying in my lane, but I have a working knowledge of the other, and I have enough sense to know who can do what they say they can do. And because I've had so many people take advantage of me, when they find out that you don't know, they really take advantage of you. You need to get some working knowledge. Get trained so you know what you're looking at and what you're dealing with. You know it's true. There are people out here just trying to look to take advantage of you. And this is a different time, disruptive. It's not mentally healthy. And crazy is the new normal. It's the new normal. I don't drive anymore, but if I was driving, I wouldn't blow my horn at nobody. Why, Les? What if the light changes and they have a move? Because they might be crazy. I'm not doing that. I just wait. Or if I go around them, I'm gonna go around. I don't want to trigger nobody. There are people that want somebody to push their button. Just waiting to go off on somebody. This is not a safe environment. And so I'm staying in my lane. It's at 81. I can still run, but not as fast as I used to run. I was at the shopping mall, and I think I was in Cumberland shopping mall. I heard some popping sounds, and people started running. And I was thinking, now, should I get up and start running? And I said, wait a minute, I'm here by the staircase. If I get up and start running and I can't keep up and I trip and fall and people going to be stepping over me. And so what I did, I moved my little table next to the staircase. I said, I think I'll stay put here until this settles down. But homie can't run like he used to run. And listen to me. Learn to enjoy the moments of life. I laugh a lot. Let me tell you why. There's a method to my madness. 1 minute of anger, listen to me now. 1 minute of anger weakens your immune system for over 24 hours. Say what? Yes, in the area of psychoneuroimmunology, 1 minute of anger weakens your immune system for over 24 hours, scientifically proven. Now listen to this. 1 minute of laughter boosts your immune system for over 24 hours. When I found that out, I started tickling myself. Stop it, silly boy. Stop it with your silly self. I laugh a lot. Absolutely. And that's why I look good. I don't look 81. Look, I don't look like I got 1 foot on the banana peeling and the other one in the graveyard. And there's some bold people. Somebody asked me yesterday, did you get some work done on your face? Work done on my face? Come on, are you serious? I don't need any work on my face. When you're born, you look like your parents. As you get older, you look like the life you live. I'm living a great life. I'm on a God mission. My assignment is to motivate and inspire people. My assignment is to help people to die to who they are now, to give them the courage and the determination to live the next greatest version of yourself. I'm in alignment with the purpose and the meaning of why God chose me out of 400 million sperm. And you were chosen too. You need to know what it is you're supposed to do. Who is it you're supposed to be in this moment in your life? Rather than I look around trying to look at somebody like me, have I had some plastic surgery? Give me a break. I ought to pimp slap you. Oh my God. Oh my. I think I'm having a flashback. Okay. I want you to like this page and share it. So listen. I want you to go to hungrytospeak.com. Go there now. I've got this free magazine. Why are you doing this? I'm giving you free motivational material. Why? Because I serve. The greatest among you will be your servant. This digital magazine, and we have the ability to update it with new motivational materials and content that as you hungry to speak, is 3 things that make it right now that's major. Listen to me. 1 is your mindset. And the Hungry to Speak digital magazine will help you to expand your vision of yourself, increase your sense of worthiness and self-awareness, and ignite out of you a commitment to engage in actionable steps that can take your life to the next level. You're going to get action plans on a regular basis and things to listen to, things that's not on the internet. People say, oh, I heard that one before. Listen to me. Listen until you are producing the results. That's when you know it. Until then, you believe it. But knowing it, you are talking from a place of experience and dominion. And so when you get Hungry to Speak digital magazine, you will also get tips on how to present yourself. I didn't start out like this. All of us are born the same way, dumb, naked, and speechless. If you can communicate and you're around people who have goals and dreams that they want more out of life than being entertained or talking foolishness about who's the GOAT, you can create a whole new reality. There's no competition. As I said, the crazy is the new normal. There's no competition. And so when you focus on creating a new reality for yourself and for your family and living the life that you envision, he said, I'll give you all your eyes can see. When I had a vision of myself beyond Overtown in Miami, Good Bread Alley and Bucket the Blood. Y'all don't know about that. There's some people in Miami, they remember Good Bread Alley and Bucket the Blood in the Modern Theater and the Capitol Theater. We had our own theater. We had our own business. And the founding fathers, the political leaders, decided to destroy Overtown. We had our own theaters because we couldn't go to white theaters. We had our own restaurants. We had our own grocery stores. And they brought the expressway straight through our community and destroyed those businesses. Called life. And what's most important is not focusing on what happened. What's important with the tools we have now, there's a major shift in power and wealth now. With the tools we have now, we can do so much more. With the tools that we have now, with just this phone here, and the ability to develop a local business or national or global. I got global partners in Nigeria and London and Australia. Who are the people that's going to take advantage of this? Access to infinite intelligence. Who's going to take advantage of that? The people that are hungry. That's who's going to do it. The people who say, I'm not settling for this. And that's you. That's why you're listening to me now. That's why you feel me in your heart and your energy level is coming up because you know about that. And sometimes you have to talk to yourself, say, come on, Les, snap out of it. There were times I went to sleep at the wheel of my life. Then I stopped on the highway of life. And if you'd stop, say, you need a jump? No, I don't need no jump. I got some cables. I don't need a jump. Are you out of gas? No. I just park. There's a period in my life. I park. My mama died. I park. My best friend died. I park. I went through a divorce. I parked. I stopped. I want to see some flames if you've ever parked in life. If you know what I'm talking about. If you can feel a brother up in here. If you know what I'm saying. That you young folks say, you know what I'm saying? You know, do you feel me? No, brother, I don't roll like that. I parked. And I needed somebody to help me, to talk to me. And fortunately, my youngest son came in my room one day and asked, where's my father? What are you talking about? I'm here. No, my father, he would not be in this room and the shades down. My father, he would be playing upbeat music or motivational messages, training his mind. My father, he taught me that when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Where is my father? Wow. I paused. I was going through some stuff. When somebody look at you and say, you have 4-stage cancer, it knocked the wind out of me. I feel like Mother Teresa, who said, Lord, I know you know how much I can bear. I just wish you didn't have so much confidence in me. Listen, I've gone over. I hope that what I've said had some value. Get clarity. What do you want to do with the rest of your life? Start thinking about that. Learn to say no. Say yes to the things that matter. Every time you say yes to things that don't matter, you're saying no to things that do matter. Upgrade your relationships. There's some people you're around them, the energy level is flat. You don't feel nothing. But there's some people that when you are in their presence, it brings out a certain energy and the best in you. Environment matters. So look at and just ask yourself, what am I feeling when I'm around this person? And what are the conversations that we're having? Is it conversations about the next chapter of our lives? Is it conversations about how we can get to the next level? Is it conversation about how we can put our minds together and our resources together to create something new? It's the time having clarity. Where are you going? 3 major questions. Where have you been? Why are you here? And where are you going? This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy and Dr. Bill Rucker's pride and joy from Gainesville, Georgia. Yeah. I don't know you, but here's what I know about you. You got something special. You got greatness in you. You were deployed. You were sent here. There's something in you that the world needs. I serve you notice today. And you know in your heart of hearts, I'm right. Bye for now. Bye-bye.